Good morning. Welcome back to the Lakeside Lens. I'm Carrie Taylor.
And I'm Brandon Grennan. Thanks for joining us. First up, Election Day is tomorrow, and the youth vote is a hot topic around the country. So I spoke with Lakeside students and faculty to find out why your vote matters. In the final days before Election Day, many Americans have already casted their vote. We spoke with civics teacher Emily Diedrich to understand why the youth vote is so important.
The youth vote matters because demographics like 18 to 29 is actually the lowest voter turnout. So in reality, if youth decided to vote, everyone that was 18 or older, they have the potential to change the outcome of the election. The youth vote can impact the election because if they do decide to come out and vote and change the demographics for the first time in history, because 18 to 29 has always been the lowest amount of voters, you could start to see a real change in policy that reflects more of the views of Gen Z and the younger population.
For many Lakeside students, this is their first time voting.
I think younger ages should start voting more because we make up a large part of the population, but we're the lowest amount of voters. I think voting is your civic duty, and many people say that your vote doesn't matter because you're just one person, but if thousands of people say that, then that's thousands of votes that aren't there. So I think maybe one voice can make a difference.
I think that it gets us prepared for the future. We get to choose who we want to lead the country, and as young as we are the future of the country.
To check for your nearest polls, visit garlandcountyvote.org. Reporting for the Lakeside Lens, I'm Braden Grannon. It's not too late to cast your vote. Polls close tomorrow night at 7:30.
As always, here's a look at upcoming events around campus. Last week, the Rams faced their biggest challenge of the season. Sports reporter Jonathan Rainey breaks down the matchup against the Parkview Patriots and how they're preparing for their senior night game against a crosstown rival.
Thank you, Carrie. After an outstanding game and a tragic loss to the Parkview Patriots, the Rams' overall record gets pushed to 7-2. This puts the Patriots' record to an overall of 8-1. The Patriots remain number 1 in the 5A rankings and are hoping to pull off yet another state championship. Make sure to tune in for our game this Friday against the 4-5 Hot Springs Trojans for a thriller matchup, hopefully pushing the Rams' record to 8-2. After Hot Springs had yet another loss against Camden Fairview, they come to Rams' home field to try and secure a 5-5 overall record.
Thanks, Jonathan. The Hot Springs game seems really exciting.
It does sound fun.
For our next story, Robbie Hoyt meets with the show band of Lakeside as they prepare for their biggest competition of the season.
With just 1 week until the state marching contest, the Lakeside Show Band is gearing up for an important event that goes beyond just halftime entertainment at football games.
The most visible part of that is our high school band, the Show Band of Lakeside. During the fall, that's what we are. We are the Show Band of Lakeside, and we're performing for athletic events and parades and pep rallies and at marching competitions.
This is Scott Valines. He is the longtime band director for the Lakeside Show Band.
Well, halftime entertainment is just a small part of what we do. We provide school spirit at events, and we try to walk a fine line with our show designs to create a show that our audiences on Friday nights will enjoy, but we also want to show that our students are going to enjoy working on, and we also want to show that judges at competitions are going to like and that will help us compete.
Today, marching shows are more intricate than you may believe. Choosing the best show can be a daunting task for the directors.
Our shows the last few years had kind of been on the dark and scary side, and so we wanted something this year that incorporated songs that everybody would know and that would incorporate lots of vibrant colors.
Directors consult several companies that give them many ideas, but ultimately Mr. Valines and his colleagues settled on a show titled Beautiful.
And they kind of helped me find this show. It just kind of fit exactly what we were looking for.
Hopes are high for the band. Drum major David Orm says this year has the potential to be one of the best.
But being a drum major at this year's state is unlike any other, because this year I feel as though Lakeside may have its best shot at a really high spot at state.
Along with the competitions, many students find a second family in the band.
Band, I think it's great. I mean, you just hear that right there? That was beautiful, man. The thing is that when you're a part of that, that's beautiful.
The state contest was pushed back from the 5th to the following Tuesday, the 12th, and it will be held in Little Rock at War Memorial Stadium. Wishing the band the best, I'm Robbie Hoyt, reporting for the Lakeside Lens.
Usually when we go to state, we always get beat by Paragould, so I hope this year we win.
Me too.
For our final story, reporter Fender Harris introduces us to the student-led team behind all Lakeside's live broadcasts.
So the biggest part of live events is our actual live broadcasts that we do for all home football games. We did 2 volleyball games. We've done 4 junior high football and volleyball games this year. So it's learning how to use the mobile production trailer that we have. And so it's a ton of software, hardware, it's camera work, it's pretty much everything that goes into what you would see on ESPN, we have here. And so it's teaching them how to operate each position and to the best of their ability. And so I can say that it's a completely student-run broadcast because every position is run by a student.
During a broadcast, I technical direct and direct, which essentially changes cameras, the angles, running ads, covering the broadcast, directing cameras throughout the whole game.
I would say my favorite part of being in live events would definitely be just seeing all the hard work that we put in throughout the week finally culminate into one broadcast at the end of the week on Friday. Whether that's a football game or maybe a volleyball game on Thursday. I just really enjoy seeing our collaboration go into one central thing.
That brings us to the end of this week's coverage of the Lakeside Lens.
We'll see you in 2 weeks for our next show.
God bless
and go Rams.